On today's episode of Homestead on the Hill, what we're going to do is, where am I? Here I am over here. I don't have a camera crew again. I'm filming solo, so it makes it a bit awkward. I never know where to look. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing is testing out and demonstrating some of the tools that I use for splitting wood. And primarily what we're looking at today is splitting kindling. So kindling is the little fine stuff. I typically use dried cedar as kindling, and use that when you put a bunch of paper in the bottom of it, and then you put a little bit of kindling on top of that, and it catches fire and helps you get your fire started more quickly than if you just put a big block of wood in there, and then good luck with that. Anyway, so I've got a bunch of different splitting tools, and so I'm going to just flip it around and have a look at what we got here. Here, let's have a look. Ready to go. So today I've got, I got 4 splitting tools. This one here, it's called a splitting maul. No good at all for kindling. Just too big, too heavy. Fantastic for splitting blocks of wood, but it's just too big for what we're trying to do here. I've also got this little one here. This smaller one, it's a 2-pounder, Princess Auto. It's a little dandy, and so you can see how you can control it with one hand, and so that works pretty good. I've also got a heritage piece. This is one from my grandfather. It was his, and after he passed, I got it. And I've also got a new one, a SOG, S-O-G, SOG, and I'll test this out, see how it does. I'll set that aside. I'll move the camera down so you can see the splitting action. Hang on. I have to admit, all this stuff is way harder without my film crew. So let's start with this one here. Pretty little thing, super sharp, but right away, it's got a plastic handle. Does okay. I don't like the plastic handle. It doesn't feel like I don't get a secure grip on it, so that bothers me. It's very lightweight, and so it's okay. Yeah, it does okay. Let's see. Yeah, it does okay. Yeah. But I don't really like the plastic handle. It doesn't feel secure in my hand. It's a bit slippery, slidey. So that would not be my first choice. This one here. So let's see if we can, and see right away I can feel this one here. The weight of it, the 2-pound head, right away. I didn't even hesitate. I just picked it up and split that one the big way, the wide way. See, like here. So that works beautifully for that. If I tried doing that with this one here, funny little head on it, slides around. It's not what it's intended for, I'm guessing. So now I've got these split down to a smaller size. So that 2-pounder actually works pretty good for doing some of the coarse cutting. The heritage piece, this one here. The grip on this one here, it's obviously well worn. Oops. Like a bear cub playing with his penis. Kind of an unfair shot there, because with this one here, Got a bit of a twister in the bottom of it there, so it makes it harder to split. So for splitting the bigger pieces, the 2-pounder, the old PowerFist, this one here works pretty good. But now, see, when I want to do the fine splitting, not comfortable. Jeez, I don't want to put that down in the snow. So I've got, throw that up there, and a box up there. Gotta admit, look at that. Grandpa Joe. See how I move my hand down instead of right up here? You move your hand down. That way you get a good strong run at it before you split your hand open. Gotta be moved quickly here. Sort of like when I'm talking about clothing. Where am I? Over here. Sort of like when I was talking about clothing. I wear wool Stanfields, Filson wool vest. The wool, the natural, the old school, works, keeps you warm. As it turns out, the heritage piece, I feel most comfortable using that one. The bigger pieces, for splitting the bigger pieces, like this stuff here, this stuff down here, that's what I use the maul for, the splitting maul. But the 2-pounder works good. It's got good weight to the head. That works really good for cutting them down to size. But if I had to take one tool with me, I'd take my heritage piece here. That's a wrap on this week's episode. Quick one. Splitting kindling, better than splitting hairs. That's it for this week's episode of Homestead on the Hill. I have tested out the 2-pounder, the super lightweight, and the heritage piece. I don't know where you'd get a heritage piece now anymore. Everything is all got fiberglass or other types of handles, whereas mine's got that wood handle. Got to find a grandfather, something like that, who's got one. Anyway, that's it for this week. Stacy from Homestead on the Hill. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I got a lot of you subscribing already. And give it a thumbs up. And if there's something else you want to see what else happens up here on the Homestead on the Hill, add a comment, and we'll see if we can. Okay. Until next time, be well, my friends.